Hey guys, welcome to the Demonetized podcast, episode 7. I'm one of the dudes talking to you. My name is Indigo, and I'm also joined by the one and only creative genius, Dave by Dave.
Ooh, hey!
Bamboozle. Hey Dave, how you doing?
What up? I'm doing alright apart from people stealing my money, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. But we cannot forget, we're also here with the illustrious Maya Fanny!
Woo, Maya!
Hi guys! As illustrious as ever.
How are you doing this illustrious Sunday?
I'm doing good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit hangover actually.
What you guys doing?
Me and Indigo had quite a party stream last night, so.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We streamed for like 3 hours or something.
Yeah, basically. We've been long story short. Well, short story short.
With the chat and stuff.
So short story short, I guess. We've been house sitting for my mom this weekend. They want to move out of their apartment, and so they were out of town, and we were there taking, I guess, photos for the renting websites. Over. Yeah, and we were house sitting, so we were like, why not have a drink? Because they were like, yeah, we have some free drinks if you want to get it. So we were like, yeah, sure. So we had fun, but now we pay the price.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were drinking white wine, and they had some kind of mojito mix.
Oh, nice.
Something.
Nice.
Yeah, like
it was really nice, but
yeah,
we might have had
what looked like a wine box. Yeah. But it's alright.
I need to stream
we went to bed like around 4:30.
Yeah, I miss you streaming, Dave. Your little Corona hangouts. It's fun. When are you gonna do that again?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get back into it. I think because I'm going away this week. When I get back, I'm going to try and do more stuff on the channel where I'm in it. Because I was just looking over my videos the other day. I was like, I haven't actually been in one of my videos in like 3 weeks or something. Like, properly sitting on talking.
You were in the outro of some video, weren't you? Like,
was I?
A week ago?
Okay, that's good. Yeah,
like,
maybe. That's alright. That's not too bad then.
I think you did some meme, and then at the ending you were there like, oh, sorry, I had to do it.
Oh you're right. Yeah. You're right.
Just that. Yeah, right.
Just
yeah.
Just.
Maya doing her Swedish inserts.
Sorry.
But yeah,
it's like right, but in Swedish.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
But no, yeah, I will get back into it. I'll get back into it. I miss it. I just time goes by and I don't really think about it. But I want to be doing more stuff where I'm talking to the camera because I like doing that stuff anyway. So. I got good.
So tell us a bit about your trip, Dave. You're going to Brighton.
Yeah, Brighton.
Well, I guess I'll tell you more about it next week after it's happened because I haven't really got that many plans other than I'm going to be meeting up with Rumi, which will be cool because he lives in Brighton.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Cool.
And his editor Jonas.
Nice.
So that'll be really fun. But other than that, it's just it's cool. It should be good. I don't know what the plan is yet, so
I should give you some Swedish word to tell Rumi without you knowing what it is.
Oh yeah,
Say that again?
Totally.
Hmm.
I'll think of something.
Say that again. Something Swedish.
I'll say it again, Indigo.
Yeah. Sorry,
we're gonna teach you some Swedish words so you can say to Rumi.
Yeah, well, I'll have to double check you're not making me. So, we're like Rumi's a dick. No, no, it should be good. But he follows me on Twitter, and he just saw that I tweeted about going there, and he just replied. He was like, "Hey, I live near Brighton. If you want to meet up," and I was like, "Yeah, all right, sounds fun, man.
Cool.
This is so cool."
Yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to it because I've watched his videos for ages. So it's
dude,
cool.
yeah, I've been a huge fan of him for like
so
long.
Nice.
Yeah. I think he was maybe one of the first people who like got kind of. How do you say? I guess fame from making PewDiePie music. I guess.
Yeah.
Not unlike us.
Well, he had a couple other videos which were like super viral as well, didn't he?
They were.
He had one man and like 40 voices, 30 voices. Do you know what I mean?
Oh right, yeah, I remember that. And he did some fast rapping and stuff.
Yeah, he's got the fast rapping video, and I think they've got like tens of millions of views. So
yeah.
But then he did that stuff with Pewds as well. So,
Oh, okay, cool.
But he seems like a cool guy, and maybe an option to come on the podcast in the future when we've got things sort of running a bit smoother as well.
Yeah, that'd be so cool
for sure.
Yeah, you guys just can't all speak in Swedish.
I was gonna say we have 3 Swedish people on the show.
Dave by Dave, alltså vilken kille.
Alltså han är så grym alltså. Roomy, vad heter han? Joel, tror jag han heter.
Lockigt hår har han också.
Yeah,
right, Dave?
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Dave, do you actually know any Swedish at all?
Only what Pudes used to say in his videos.
Oh. Wait. What?
So some dirty words then.
Yeah, just the swear words, yeah.
Well, that's really all you need, though.
So
you know, those are universal.
Which one do you know?
I'm not going to say them. I'm family friendly.
No? Okay.
That's all right.
No,
It's probably for the best.
I can't remember. I'll have to revise and tell you and swear at you next week.
All right, cool.
But no, yeah.
Also, you could ask him to teach you something Swedish to bring on the podcast for next episode, and we'll
can't you do that?
it.
Like, can't that be your homework?
That's a good idea.
Can we give you some homework?
Yeah, I'll get him to.
That would be so nice. Something like I don't know, something to ask Rumi about that we can bring in here
In Swedish,
somehow.
though? If I do it in Swedish, I'll be. My memory's so terrible. I'll be like, I'll try and speak to him in Swedish, and he'll be like, "What?"
What?
But it can be like, you know, the whispering challenge when, you know, you say something to a person and then he has to recite it to the next one, and then it'll like change over time.
Yeah. Have a think about it and then tell me what I should ask him then. Or say to him.
We'll think of something.
Totally.
For sure. Oh man.
So,
do you want to go to Brighton as well at some point?
Oh yeah, it's awesome. I love it there. It's really great.
Oh, you've been there before?
Have you guys been? Yeah, I went there. Me and Rose went there before, so it's really nice.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
So it's good.
Nice.
But
I went there like
go on.
2011 maybe.
Wait, Maya, you've been to Brighton?
Quite a while ago.
I'm the only one who hasn't been.
Yeah.
How come?
I've been there.
What were you doing in Brighton?
I was going there with like me and my mother and little sister was staying in London for a week, quite some time ago, and then we were like, why don't we like take the train up to Brighton one day? So we did so. It rained like hell, but it was really beautiful, the sea and the piers and everything.
Yeah.
And I remember we went to like some small art galleries there and bought some stuff. It was really nice.
I really like it because like you've got like the beach and then like the shops and like the centre and the lanes and everything all like pretty close, so you can just do all the stuff. It's really cool.
Yeah,
it should be fun. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to chill.
So
the pier is
alien.
like Yeah, we never made it to Venice Beach when we were, or Santa Monica Pier when we were in Los Angeles. But the Brighton Pier is like next best thing, or better. I don't know.
Haven't seen either. It's probably not as hot.
Very different, I'd say.
It's not as warm as LA there. It's just going to be cold.
Yeah, well,
it's not as warm, and it's like you don't bathe on the like at the shore. I think in California, people are playing and with swimming suits and stuff. This is a different kind of beach.
You'd be freezing in Brighton. But in they've got like these shops in these lanes, and I think it's just called like the lanes. It's quite well known in Brighton, and they've got a shop.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
They've got a shop in there called Chocky Wocky Doodah, which is they have their own TV program in the UK, and it's like a cake chocolate making shop. And last time I went there,
dude,
it's so good, and you get like little shots of chocolate when you go in and stuff. It's really good.
Dude, I'm googling it right now. I think I might have been to. Was it maybe the same?
There's one in London.
Store in London. Yeah. I recall all this like chocolate furniture kind of stuff. Chocky Wocky.
There's one in London as well.
Great name.
Nice.
But
sounds like a monster from like Alice, like Jabberwocky. Beware of the Chocky Wocky Doodah. He will fry your face.
Yeah, it does kind of.
Oh my god.
You know what? By the way, I just realized, or a few days ago, we never mentioned burgers even once the last podcast.
What?
Didn't we mention them? Not mentioning them?
Shame on us. No, that was the week before.
Was it?
Is this now the deburgerized podcast?
The deburgerized podcast.
Yeah.
So have you guys eaten any burgers?
Deburgerized.
This last week?
Have we had any burgers lately? We went out for lunch today, like this morning, and I almost had burgers, but I ended up not having burgers. So that was a very boring story. I realize now.
Yeah, good story. Good one. Nice one.
Thanks, man. My life is exciting.
No, so I'll try. I'm going to have one of them in Brighton, so I'll let you know how it goes.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
the
do it,
beach.
do it.
Yeah.
Well, I've got I've got a funny story about the last time I went. So
All right.
we got the train down, and do you know what quinoa is?
Keemstar?
No, quinoa. Quinoa is like a salad, like wheat thing. It's kind of like couscous or bulgur wheat. It's like kind of like rice, but not really.
Okay.
And
quinoa. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I couldn't see the
quinoa.
spelling.
Quinoa.
Quinoa,
in Swedish.
Okay.
Yeah.
quinoa.
Yeah.
I heard like quinoa.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
so I had
quinoa or
some of it on the way on the train, and then I got there and I was like feeling really, really ill, and then we walked down to the pier, and I was like, I don't feel right, and then I went back to the hotel, and I literally threw up everywhere, and I was like projectile vomiting everywhere in this hotel room, and
Jesus.
Oh
but luckily I felt a lot better after that, and then. So, because I hadn't eaten, because everything I'd eaten I threw up, I was really hungry. So we went down to Brighton Pier, and I bought a hot dog, like because on the front of the pier is like a hot dog stand, so I bought a hot dog, and literally I bought it off the guy, turned around as I was going to put a bite in it, a seagull came and ate the whole thing in one gulp. Literally,
Dude.
as I turned around, I literally didn't move my feet. I turned around, he ate the hot dog, and I turned around back to the guy and just bought another one straight away. And I was like, man,
Oh my God.
this guy, I bet this guy knows that's going to happen. I bet it happens all the time. I had to buy another one.
Oh my God.
See, that's how he runs his business. He's like, I'm gonna put my hot dog stand next to the flock of
He's training
seagulls.
those seagulls.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, I bet he sells like twice as many hot dogs just because of those flipping seagulls. But it was
Like,
But also, the seagull gulped the whole hot dog and the bun in one gulp.
Wow. Was it like a big,
it,
like an
must have
albatross?
been a big seagull.
It was a seagull, and the hot dog was like, it wasn't a massive hot dog, but it was like, it wasn't a small hot dog. It was crazy.
Wow.
Jesus.
So
Did it choke? Did it die or did it work out?
No, we just gulped it and then flew away.
Because like I couldn't do
buy another
that,
hot
and I'm
dog.
probably way bigger than the seagull. So
Wow.
Yeah, no, me neither. I couldn't do it either.
Huh.
So, but yeah, so that's my story.
well done, seagull. Hope you enjoyed the hot dog.
No.
Made me buy 2 hot dogs. Damn it.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Well done.
That's too bad.
Well, rip. Anyway, it's all right.
Yeah.
So how long are you staying in Brighton this time?
I'm just for a week. Well, just under a week. Yeah.
All right, just for vacation.
You're going by
purposes,
yourself?
or-
No, I'm actually. Me and Rose are going actually.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. So, and because it was the first place we went on holiday together, so we thought, you know, because it's been we've had like a strange year and everything, we thought we'd go there and you know and just try and
Okay.
be away from everyone and everything a little bit and see what you know.
All right.
Yeah, that
'Cause
sounds nice.
Cool. Well, good luck. Hope you are able to eat a hot dog without needing to buy a second one.
I bet I will. It's going to happen again. I know it will. Also, it was
But then
boiling
be
hot.
ready with the camera.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, you gotta wear a
this time.
GoPro at all
Happens again.
times.
Yeah, this time. But it must have been boiling hot. You know, this flipping seagull gulped this boiling hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus. I'm thinking because they're probably used to like gulping fish,
Yeah.
like in one bite when they dive and catch fish. But I don't know, man. Hot. That's,
A hot dog.
It's crazy,
That is
isn't it?
impressive.
That's hot.
So,
Oh wow.
It is impressive.
should we get to that point in the podcast where we talk about this week's meme, the relevant meme? We seem to start doing that.
Wait, hold on. My phone is ringing. Wait,
Oh,
What?
that was weird. My phone was
Where is
ringing
it?
while I was on Discord on my phone. Interesting.
Oh,
that's right.
Yeah,
we
so-
didn't hear it.
that's weird.
Oh, that's all right. I could have been making that up for all you knew.
Yeah.
Is
Is it Johnny?
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing.
Johnny.
This morning, actually, when we were sitting there and I was eating my food that was not a burger that I previously mentioned a couple hours ago,
Yeah. You were eating a kebab salad.
I was indeed the most Swedish of all the foods, except for a kebab pizza. And I go on
Kebab pizza?
YouTube, and kebab pizza is like the big thing in Sweden. Pizza
All right, we'll
with,
talk
like,
about that in a
kebab.
minute. You tell your story and then we'll
Yes.
get back to kebab pizza because I'm
Yeah.
confused.
We have to take breaks in between the food talks. So I go on YouTube and I just browse, my subscriptions, and I notice that 16 hours ago, it says, Party in Backyard uploaded a meme called Bongo Cat. And I was like, alright, what is this? I've never heard of it. I scroll down to literally the next video, which is a Bongo Cat meme by Mike Allright, who's also a remixer. And I was like, alright, this is a coincidence. He has. And then I scroll just a tiny bit more, and I see a third one called Bongo Cat something from Day by Dave. And I'm like, what are the odds that these three people all did the same thing? And I've never heard of it. I'm like, and I still don't really know. And I went on PewDiePie's channel. I noticed he did a meme review, and he talked about it.
Yeah.
But is that...
Yeah.
What's the deal with the Bongo Cat thing? I totally missed this.
So I think the reason that everyone probably did it straight away is because... If you watched PewDiePie's video,
Pewds did meme review.
I have. I've skimmed it because I assumed it might be from there, but I haven't seen the full thing.
Yeah, well, so from what I can tell, it originated from a guy on Twitter, which I think is cool because the WoW meme originated from, didn't it? That was an animator who posted it on Twitter first. Is that right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I think so.
I thought that was
well.
Cool. Yeah, so he posted this animation on Twitter, and I think it's just become a meme. But in PewDiePie's meme review, he's like bigging it up, like he's joking around, but he's like. It's like, is this the best meme? He's like, he's loving the meme. Like, it's all about trying to make the meme last.
Yeah.
So I think everyone's like, cool, let's, jump on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So.
Yeah, I saw the part when he was like, this is the best meme since Uganda Knuckles. And to be fair, Uganda Knuckles is one of my favorite memes all time. I think I mentioned that last episode.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
I don't really see the appeal of this. It's not as hysterical to me. It's still cute, but...
Do you see Grande's tweet about it?
No, I haven't. I think
he said it's basically the trumpet boy meme, just with a cat.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Bongo Cat is just cat version of Trumpet Boy. Changed my mind. Yeah. Well, that is pretty much true. PewDiePie replied, delete tweet.
I quite like it. I like it. It's a good meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. It has a lot of... Nice. I guess it has a lot of room for interpretation and creativity in that way. So... Yeah. Much like Trumpet Boy, I guess.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, right now, on the spot, you both have to come up with a version of the Bongo Cat meme. Maya, go.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, what can I do?
What would you do?
Wait, I gotta... Okay, so the meme is just, it's him sitting and, like, flapping his hands, right? Pretty much?
Yeah, you can use it however you want, yeah.
Yeah, like playing...
Oh, I saw somebody doing the... somebody did with him punching Homer in the bathtub, like, really fast.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's quite cool.
Oh wow! I'm going through a meme compilation right now. There are some really good ones there. Yeah. Jesus. And they're all from yesterday.
It's hard to find something that aren't like that. No one has already done.
Yeah, a lot of them are just like edited to him playing different songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean the keys just like. Maybe you could have him sitting in front of some pads that are like sampled, and each pad has Glob Glob Gab Galab's face on it, and then he like punches them like Schwabba Dabba Gabba Gabba Chuba Schwab Dab, like a sample pad thing.
That's maybe that's a good one.
Indigo, you totally have a thing for the Glob Go Gab Galab.
Dude, Glob Go Gab Galab is the best meme after
Indigo drew
Knuckles.
Like yesterday when we were drinking. We played Truth or Dare, and Indigo got to paint a meme on my arm.
Yeah.
And he chose to paint the logo Gob Glob Gab.
Well, I guess it is an easy one to paint. It's just a blob.
Yeah, pretty much. With his head and his nose and like his arms.
It's
like
really ugly. and the thing is, it's like a marker pen. It just won't get off my
sorry about that.
Damn arm.
Yeah, I had to draw really hard because the pen wouldn't stick on your skin. So sorry about that.
It's all right.
What about you, Maya?
I knew what I was
do you have a good Bongo Cat meme you could do?
I'm thinking about it, but it's hard to find something that
hasn't been done.
Someone hasn't already done. Could you do like a
Yeah, that's. I wonder
somehow.
I haven't actually seen that.
Has
yet.
everybody?
Maybe Grande will do one.
Grande probably will.
Probably will do it.
I saw a good one.
I think the Trumpet Boy is easier to do stuff with like that because it's not like you can more make a warp around kind of. With a Bongo Cat, you have to put things in front of him rather than putting him in situations. I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you can just cut
Oh
him
wait,
out.
you know what you could do?
That's
You could do
true.
an Attack on Titan thing with like him. If you mask him out, and then you can make him like come up really big behind the city, like, and everybody's screaming
Yeah,
like,
that's-
there he is! Ah! And like,
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm gonna
That's a
make
good
that
one.
meme. Thank you.
That's a good one.
There was I saw a good one where there's like, it's just the same as the original, but the bongos are on stands. So like you just see like a stand come into screen, and then the cat just stretches up and then plays the bongos. It's quite funny. It's a good one.
That sounds cool.
But yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna
I think
search Bongo Cat green screen. Yes, somebody already made it. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna
I
steal
was
that
like,
one.
oh,
Yeah.
flipping! I should have used that. I cut it out
It's like
myself.
somebody must have.
Damn it!
Oh, you did?
It's only 2 frames really you need, but
Mm.
damn it! I should have used that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Cool. Yeah, I'm just downloading this green screen video right now. See if I can do something.
Endigo like makes a video by the end of the podcast.
Yeah, I'll do it mid podcast.
Yeah.
It's gonna be up before the podcast is finished. I don't need any audio.
Yeah, it just goes silent for the rest of the podcast.
Yeah. You guys enjoy yourselves.
It's like,
I'll meme.
no.
So, Maya, have you got any ideas for your meme, or you? Oh, you said the thingy, didn't you?
I'm not sure yet. Need to come up with
Yeah,
something.
have a think
something,
about it, yeah.
Good. Yeah, I need to think about it a little bit more.
Yeah, I understand.
Speaking
that. It's
of-
only a while to land on. Something.
Yeah. Speaking of something good, you know
Like,
what's
the
really
obvious
good?
thing is you.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Uh-huh.
No, you keep going.
Those-
I was gonna switch
Sorry, I was just
entirely.
going to say, like, to do some kind of meme review version of it when he
That's
when
a
he
good idea.
taps the.
Yeah.
Oh, like
Yeah.
clap.
If someone hasn't done that already, maybe.
Oh, what you could
Sorry.
do? You could like cut him in half so his hands clap each other. Do you see what I mean? So it's all stretched out.
Oh yeah.
That's lovely.
Oh, yeah.
Do it.
You could also
And
do
then
a
meme
kind of
review,
blue pill,
something.
red pill matrix kind of thing. Like with him
Mm.
holding on one, like you take the blue pill, you
Like-
take the red pill.
Yeah, that's good.
But how would that
You'd have to like
how would
have
he
I
define
don't
that?
know. I'm just thinking
Alternate.
of stuff.
ultimate yams.
I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
good.
Maya, you should do that meme review one. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, maybe I should actually.
Do it.
And,
It
and
would be fun.
if you do, post it on Twitter as well, because like it's a good way to do it. And just
Totally.
watermark it,
Yeah.
because you got to watermark
For
memes.
sure. For
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you. This is not a bad idea.
I noticed that.
So Indigo, you were
PewDiePie.
saying something.
Oh, I don't remember what I was saying, but I will instead say that PewDiePie he did a new green screen competition a few days ago, but
Yeah.
it was just him
Right,
reacting
don't GIF this.
with any audio. Yeah,
It's like a GIF meme.
instinctively I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do something fun, but I don't know. I'm like, there's no audio to work with, and I'm primarily a
Yeah.
musician. I like to think so.
Yeah, it's more for memes, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
You have any
It's
cool
very
ideas for that
memeable.
one, Dave?
No, I haven't actually looked at it. I've seen a couple of the memes though. I've
Yeah.
because I didn't enter the last one. I don't think I made a video after he using the green screen after he did the results. I think because I had an idea then, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't enter the last one. So I'd probably enter it. It all depends on because I thought his footage last time there wasn't a lot to work with that really.
Yeah, it wasn't
It was
very good. It's better this time, but again, it's no audio, so you can't really
Yeah.
do anything music-wise.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, so I was gonna bring up something I've been binging a bunch lately. It's the Jeffree Star documentary series by Shane
Oh, yeah.
Dawson.
Yeah, Shane Dawson.
Shane
Yeah,
Dawson,
I watched
man.
all of those
Yeah.
last week.
Dude, Shane Dawson. What a
So good.
interesting career he's had, and the fact that he
Yeah.
like became the
For
biggest
sure.
YouTuber in the world, and then it became so irrelevant, and now he's again the biggest YouTuber in the world from nowhere. But he's just been doing such great content over the past 2 years, or a year, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's crazy because the content he's made. I think that documentary is like the pinnacle of it so far. But since he
Yeah.
released
Yeah.
that, there's been like a significant change from how a lot of big YouTubers have approached their content. Loads of people looked because if you look at the comments in those videos, you got all these YouTubers saying, "Dude, this is just next level." And I think so many people are, since that have been inspired to kind of like raise their game and put in like more time and like do a. Because I've noticed it with so many people, and like Jaden Animations mentions it in a video, and Odd Ones Out's got more people involved in his video, and it's just loads of examples of people being like, the fact that he's able to do this kind of content, you know, and people want to see it on
Yeah, right.
YouTube. So I think it's really awesome.
It's really, really cool. I saw Keemstar, out of all people. He did a very similar series about FouseyTube when Fousey had his whole big meltdown thing.
Oh yeah, the Tanacon. That was another big one as well, yeah.
Right, Shane Dawson Tanacon. He did that one, and then Keemstar did the FouseyTube kind of thing as a kind of... Yeah, he basically did the exact same kind of style. But Keemstar also did it really, really well. Like, it was like a Shane Dawson thing.
He did?
It's like...
The
problem with the Keemstar one, though, is like, Keemstar's a dick, so like in the video he's just being a dick, like
yeah,
because like there's like FaZe Banks is in that series and he's like, dude, you know, Fousey's having like a mental breakdown, he's like, I've been there, he's like, I think we just need to be there for him, and Keemstar's like pushing him harder and like just making him like do all this stuff. I'm like,
almost provoking him, but it's like it makes for really interesting content at the end of the day.
You're right, it was actually
I mean, you can discuss the ethics of it for sure, but I guess
know what you mean.
At the same time, I think you could kind of discuss the ethics of Tanacon and the whole thing Shane did.
Oh, totally.
Because she clearly was also going through some shit. But then again, his Jeffree Star thing he did, that was like, I've known about Jeffree Star ever since I joined my old band that I quit in 2014. I joined the band in 2012, and that was just when Jeffree Star was gaining popularity on MySpace, and he was like, yeah, you heard of this Jeffree dude? He released a song. He's weird. And I didn't really think much of it. I was like, well, whatever. And now, a couple of years later, a lot of my friends uses his makeup products, and then I watched this documentary series, and it blew my mind, honestly. Because I remember him being like a weird dude on MySpace, and now he's like this incredibly successful... It's insane.
Yeah, it was good.
Have you watched the series, Dave?
Yeah, I saw it. I watched it as it was coming out because I was really into his stuff. Because I haven't watched him. I only started watching him for the Tanacon stuff because I was following that and I was like, his documentaries on that were really good. To be fair, they were so good. So yeah, and then I was like, oh, he's changed his content, and then I watched the Graveyard Girl series, which I thought was really, especially the one where have you seen that one?
I have not seen it. Is it good?
There's like a scene in it where he's talking to her and she just like opens up about everything, and it's really, really good. And I just started watching all of his new content where he went to meet his dad and stuff. It's really good. So I'm really enjoying it. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I love his all his conspiracy videos as well. They're so good. But yeah, you know what he's working on now, Dave? I assume you do.
Yeah, I've seen the teaser trailer.
The teaser trailer for his brand new documentary series called The Mind of Jake Paul.
Jake Paul.
So I have a conspiracy theory.
All right, hit it.
So, have you watched? Do you know what he says at the end of the video?
Yeah. His cameraman films him sitting in front of the computer, and the cameraman asks like, "What are you the most worried about?" And he's like, that Jake is gonna be pissed when he finds out what the series is really about, and then dun dun dun, kind of.
Does he say Jake though?
He says he. I think it's implied that it's Jake, but he might not say he.
Yeah, you're right. I thought he said he. I watched it a couple times, but then I started thinking that he could have said Ian, and it could be about iDubbbz.
Ian?
Because.
Wait. Really?
Because when iDubbbz released his thing on Rice Gum,
the content cop on Jake Paul,
on
Rice Gum,
it was about, he like titled it and he named it Jake Paul, didn't he?
Yeah, Asian Jake Paul.
Did.
So I know
Jake Paul content.
I know
cop,
this probably isn't what's going to happen because I don't think his audience would be that interested in iDubbbz, but you never know. Because I don't think it's not about Jake Paul, is it?
I would love that.
It's not going to be an 8-part series about Jake Paul.
But like, wait,
maybe
it can't not be though. I mean, it's literally called it. They have a logo, and like Jake is in the trailer and everything.
But isn't the footage he puts in the trailer just clips from his video?
It is. Wait, hold on. Let me. Okay, sorry. Let me rewatch the trailer right now. Hang on.
I have it. To be fair, I only watched the trailer once, so it's probably completely off the mark. But I don't know. I don't know what it's about. It could be about Vine people, because he can't do eight parts on just Jake Paul, can he? Are you watching it now?
Okay, I'm watching it right now. He definitely says that he's gonna be mad.
Okay, it's not Ian.
Yeah. I mean,
God.
it could still
take my-
be Ian.
Take my conspiracy.
See,
hat. No,
what I've
I
seen a
don't know,
lot
I
of
don't know
people
what-
discuss is rather that, like, why would you do a theory or like a series on Jake Paul? I think it might be like to frame him as being a sociopath or like something like that. I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know.
But I just kind of assumed that he would go with Logan instead.
Yeah, maybe. It's interesting. I don't know. But
I
like, he's
think
got to have a
it
good
might be
reason to
about-
do it.
I think it might be about Viners, because if he's been tweeting clips of him like doing filming with a couple different Viners and stuff, and younger YouTubers and stuff. So maybe, I don't know. Well, it'd be interesting to see. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I am gonna watch it for sure. I am skeptical
sure.
about the nature of Jake Paul related content in general.
Exactly.
As a rule of
Yeah.
thumb, but I trust Shane to some extent. I'll check it out.
Yeah. It will be interesting.
I'm hyped anyway.
Yeah, I'm hyped.
Yeah.
So I had a point that I just remembered that I want to touch
Yeah.
base on a little bit. So
Yeah.
the new thing, the new European law, the meme ban
Yeah.
thing
Oh,
that went through this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. I just
What are your
just
thoughts
now.
about that?
Sorry, real quick. I just now, exactly this exact moment, got a notification on Twitter that Rumi followed me on Twitter.
hey.
Oh,
That's
really?
convenient given the episode.
Yeah. So we're just literally just talking about him. His ears are burning.
Hi, Rumi. You know if he listens to the show? I'm like doxing his Twitter behavior on the show.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Anyway, cheers, Rumi. Hello, are you well? Anyway, Maya.
Hey, but I
Sorry,
do.
keep going.
Yes. No, I just wanted to hear your thoughts about that whole thing.
So there's two articles, aren't there, that's like regarding the internet. It's 11 and 13.
Yeah.
13
Yeah.
is about introducing like a filter.
Do you think it's
basically.
going to kill memes?
See, Article 13 was just approved. It's been so controversial for many weeks and months. Like, we gotta stop Article 13 from coming to the Senate. Because that article would mean that all the big social media platforms, like Facebook, I assume, and Twitter, I assume, and all of these, would have to install a copyright filter to basically like a content ID for copyrighted content. And that would
YouTubers have
effectively
them
kill, that would effectively kill memes, is what people are fearing. Because that would mean like you couldn't make a whatever, I don't know, some meme, like a movie meme, Shrek meme, without it being like flagged automatically for being like, Shrek is copyrighted. And that article has been like, it's been so controversial for so long. And a couple days ago, I guess a week ago from this podcast going out-ish, the article passed. It's approved. So that's going to happen. So we'll see what that's going to mean for the future of memes.
I think what it'll do is it will make memes more obscure, because the main memes it will affect is basically copyrighted popular music and films.
Yeah.
That's the copyright that they really want to protect. It's not about like helping the little guy. It's all about like people like Taylor Swift and Paul McCartney, and they're the ones who've been pushing this, because they don't want people to use their songs unless they've bought them, and obviously you can't use them unless it's just for consumption. So it's all that's why it's all about like massive. That's why everyone's annoyed, because it's all about like these super rich musicians trying to prevent people from using their stuff for a bit of fun.
For
so
sure.
I think it will make things more obscure and more edgy, because people won't be able to use, like the Shooting Stars meme wouldn't have ever existed, but that got like copyright striked anyway after a while. So like the Despacito meme at the moment.
Yeah,
so
it did, right?
Yeah, for
on
sure.
YouTube, it's already a problem. Really, I don't think it will make that much of a difference. But then,
But like,
not.
if the same thing is going to happen on all the other platforms as well, like Twitter
Yeah.
is the big one. Like, is Twitter memes going to be like? Because without Twitter memes, there is no meme culture globally
Yeah,
anymore.
that could be really messy.
yeah. It'd be interesting to see what happens. I don't know what it'll look like, but it'd be interesting.
No.
But then there's Article 11 as well, which is this is basically enables news companies to charge people to cite and reference their articles, or use a link to their site. So this is controversial, because it's like this is the start of the end of net neutrality, because basically you're charging people to share a link It's called the people are calling it the link tax. So even though the copyright thing is annoying, I think that could be disputed, and that the whatever system gets brought into place, people can start disputing it about like what's it, when you change the content enough, it's like, what's the word?
Yeah.
But it's parody or whatever.
Yeah.
But allowing
like
big
use.
companies.
But how
fair
does
use.
fair use work in all of this?
Well, it would just be like that's what people are worried about. It's not that the law's not on our side. It's just that the filters can automatically filter a load of stuff.
Yeah, because parodies are technically protected by this, except, as Grande put it, the bots that are running this
exactly
don't know, what's parody and what's not.
Yeah,
so there has to be some sort of manual oversight for this to work at all. But given, especially YouTube's history of manual oversight, or rather the lack of, I don't know.
Yeah. But I
don't know.
The Article 11, like charging people to shared links and stuff, that's got potentially bigger ramifications, because that could mean like the end of like all open, social medias and content. They could just crack down, and it could be like TV. They just charge for everything. Subscriptions for websites.
That is messed up.
So that's slightly more worrying, I think. But
yeah, The Verge puts it, Article 11 is intended to give publishers and papers a way to make money when companies like Google link to their stories, allowing them to demand paid licenses. The ramifications for that are too big for me to even start to think about.
I know.
But
It's crazy, isn't it?
Who wanted this? Who wants this? Who does this benefit?
The rich people, doesn't it? It makes the rich people richer.
Yeah, I guess we all need to get rich then, so we can benefit.
Because it just takes the power away from the small person. That's what's controversial about it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we'll have to see what happens.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe there'll be an underground meme world.
Yeah, like a black market of illegal meme trading. Oh, you got some memes. I got some fresh memes.
Yeah. I saw a really funny meme. I showed it to you yesterday, I think, Indigo. But it was like a
Enjoy
pigeon,
it while you can, Maya. You won't be able to say that much longer.
Oh, I know. But it was like a picture of a pigeon with, doing World War, when they use pigeons to send secret messages and stuff.
Yeah.
So they have this, like a little backpack on the pigeon's back. So it was a picture of a... of a pigeon with a backpack and an SD card sticking out of it, like us sharing illegal memes in the
oh my god! Yeah,
I thought it was pretty funny.
That's the world we have to leave for our kids. Imagine being a kid now, growing up during the internet's heyday, with internet being a thing, but not having the Wild West kind of internet that we've had up until this point. Growing up with the internet being around and also being kind of censored, it's gonna be weird.
Controlled like television. Yeah.
I think if it gets too, when it's implemented and if it gets too censored, I think people will react to it, and hopefully that means we'll be able to. There'll be some compromise.
Yeah.
Because to a certain extent, I understand musicians wanting to protect their music, because it's always been the same in the music industry. Like when I did uni. A big part of it is all about copyright and licensing. Just because musicians, as soon as you're in a band or you publish any work, loads of musicians sign to PRS so they can get loyalties if it gets played on the radio. So it's always been a massive part of the industry, but it doesn't really work with the internet. So there needs to be a compromise, but we'll see what happens. Hey.
Yeah, I think I mean, we need to basically rewrite all the rules from scratch for the new world. Yeah. I saw an interesting video, I think, or was it an article? I can't remember. Whatever. I saw somebody talk about the school system in general, and how the way the school system works is based on how schools were run hundreds of years ago, with subjects being individual blocks, and instead of having basically how the brain works
Montessori.
It's better to learn everything in little pieces as a network with context, instead of having 2 hours of math without any context, 2 hours of blah blah blah, and then having the bell ring, because that school system was built back in the day when kids also had to like go work in like mining and coal factories and stuff like that, and that was the only way they could schedule it to make it fit with the like hours people had to work. So
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any truth to any of this. It's just a YouTube video I saw, but yeah, it's the world needs a revolution on a massive scale. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah,
Revolution!
Yeah, but both you and me, Indigo, we went to the same high school.
Yes.
We went different years, but the same high school, and they had something called what was it called? They had a different kind of learning. We didn't study subjects.
They basically had that. Well, we still had like the same, a kind of normal schedule, like math and then
kind of,
English.
but we worked like in projects. So like,
yes.
okay, this next upcoming 2 weeks we are going to work about this subject, and then we
and then they tied all the classes into that subject in particular.
Yeah, and then maybe we like the final product of that project was that we wrote an essay, and then that essay would be judged both by, maybe if we wrote it in English, it would be like judged by our English teacher and also
like the history teacher and also
nature
the whatever.
Science teacher or whatever we were writing about. So
yeah,
they mixed everything.
Yeah, now that you mention it, that's actually
nice.
a pretty good step in the direction I'm kind of talking about. Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I already had what I so much wanted.
Yeah. But no, I mean most places are pretty structured with their like schools timelines, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
But, yeah.
We'll see. We live to see the day the society falls and crumbles. Probably not, but maybe.
I think because a lot of memes do they're like on the edge of infringing copyright anyway. So it's always, and they always have been. It's always been controversial. There's always been meme channels have always get problems with copyright strikes and getting taken down. Like they're renowned for it. So I think it's just going to be more of the same problem. But the fact that happens, I think, is why they exist. You know, it's all about being edgy. It's all about making content that you're not supposed to, like the funniness. Well, the funniness. What makes memes funny is like you're not supposed to take a clip out of a film and put a green screen behind it. You know, that's why it's funny.
Yeah.
So I think it's just fueling the fire more. You know, this is going to be like a
kind of
But we'll see what happens.
They're going to edit it like really stupid, but so it's weird enough for the bots not to like.
But like it goes the other way around as well, because say something like, I don't know if you guys have seen. I know Maya's seen it. I think you might have seen it, Dave. Somebody took clips from The Last Jedi and some other Star Wars movies and edited in Tommy Wiseau into the clips. And it's super well made.
So funny.
Like him, Tommy Wiseau, walking
like
on the island in front of Luke when he's standing there, like,
God.
"Oh hi, Mark," and
it's the best thing
throwing
ever.
a football at his head. It's extremely well edited. It looks super professional. Like it looks like the real thing with Tommy Wiseau's voiceover and everything, and the music. Star Wars music.
I'm gonna link it to you, Dave. It's so funny.
It's one of the best videos on the internet. And so the thing is that video is like. The Star Wars people have all the right in the world to remove that video from the internet, and they probably, will, maybe, I don't know. But Tommy Wiseau is like super. He tweeted the video out, like, "Yeah, this is so cool." But like he's in it, but also Mark Hamill is in it, and if Mark Hamill and Star Wars, if they don't like it, can Tommy Wiseau still? I don't know. It's weird when like I don't know what question I'm really asking, but like it's a mess. Yeah. It's all a mess.
Well, so as far as I know, this is like UK, but when you make something, you have obviously like rights for that thing, but then if people want to parody it or use it for like I keep forgetting that phrase, but you know what I mean, like make it their own kind of thing.
Transformative.
Yeah, transformative. That's it. You can use it, but as the copyright holder, you have like two. I can't remember what they're called, but you have two rights, which are like personal rights, which you always have unless you waive them, and that's like, it can't be used for something that's offensive to you. So, for example, if you make like a song, and you don't want it to be used in like porn or like anything like that, then you withhold those rights. There's like two rights that you always have unless you kind of give them away, unless you like license them out. But that's different to the copyright you own over something you make, because if people want to parody that or do something that's transformative, then that's fine. But if it's like infringes the two personal rights, which I cannot remember for the life of me, then
but that makes sense.
Yeah, then you can be like, I don't want my thing to be used, because for example, some memes are a bit edgy. There's been like kind of untasteful memes about people who die. It's not and if you make like if your image is in that meme, then you have the right to be like, actually, that's not all right. So it depends. So it is a tricky. It's like a minefield trying to figure it out. You need to be like a lawyer, because it's different in different countries as well. It's different in every country, so it's just a nightmare.
Yeah, it's hard.
But yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, it's all the problem is with the whole fair use thing. Like, where do you draw the line? And with the internet being so globalized and no laws apply, yet all the laws apply.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
Yes,
it's still a fascinating time to be alive, though. It's the Wild West, really. It is.
Yeah. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
I think the memes will just
enjoy
become
the ride while we can. Yeah.
More about people who are willing to let it be a meme. For example, like if you're a YouTuber and there's a meme about you, then you might have the right to take it down, but you're less likely to because you're part of that culture. I think as the culture changes, you got like the that Kanye West song and the Lil Pump song, they probably welcome the memes because that's what it's about. They might have said to like their record label, whoever, say like, if people want to parody it, then that's the whole point. But then you get someone like Taylor Swift, like if you parody a Taylor Swift song, Sony will give you a copyright strike straight away. So it all depends on the license, on the copyright holder, and if they're.
But then what happens when that backfires? What happens when the Lil Pump meme song changes right holders, or Sony or whoever changes their stance, and like instantly all the memes go down? Because like that has happened before. I don't have any actual examples, but like...
Well, Shooting Stars that happened with.
It isn't super common that happens, though.
Like, everybody meme this, and then everybody get copy striked. Like, yeah, thanks.
But I think it'll always be the same. Whilst if there's money involved, people will want it, It's the same
for sure.
in the music industry. It's like people make a song, if it sounds like something, you'll be sued, you have to go to court. And then if it goes through, then everyone else is doing the same thing because they think they can win a load of money. That happened with like a couple of years ago. It's like litigation. It's just always going to be there. We've just been immune for a while, but we're just going to have to be a bit more smart about it, I guess.
Yeah, be more clever.
Yeah. So tell me about this pizza.
Indigo, I was just going to ask you if Indigo, if you did tweet out and ask about people asking us questions.
Oh, well, I started a new channel on my Discord server called #podcastquestions, where I asked people right before. So we got a lot of questions today.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Sorry, no, go on.
Sorry.
Let's go. No, I was going to just say.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about what's this Swedish pizza that you were talking about?
Oh, back to the food. I don't mind if I do. No, the classic Swedish pizza. That's the kebab pizza. That is a the weird thing about kebab. Like, is kebab the same thing all over the world? Because I know kebab in America is not really like kebab in Sweden. But kebab in Japan is identical to kebab in Sweden. So
if you tell me what it is, I'll tell you if it's the same here.
Well, it's like So in the kebab shop, they have a huge hunk of meat hanging on a stick, and they take a knife thing and cut slices of it, and it's it's really good.
I love kebabs.
I do. I do too. I had
I
kebab salad for
so
lunch.
good.
It was so good. But kebab pizza in Sweden, it's become like the new national, like Swedish young people. I sound so old,
everybody
but
loves it.
It's like a meme in Sweden among teenagers and young adults that like kebab pizza is the new national dish of Sweden because everybody eats it. And January the 1st is like people call it the internet or like the national kebab pizza day in Sweden. Because everybody's hungover from New Year's.
I missed that.
I was going to say, imagine that, like being hungover and having that, or being end of the night out.
So like
so good.
Everybody eats kebab pizza on January the 1st. It's like a thing, and it's just so good. Like it's pizza, it's the dough and the cheese and the tomato, and then it's the kebab and garlic dressing and some pepperoni kind of stuff on it, and it's really good.
I'm
If
really
you
So
if you
good.
come
it's
over to
basically
Sweden at
like
some point,
you
we'll
take
go
a
eat
kebab and you
pizzas,
pour
all
it
this.
out over a pizza.
It's
Oh, cool.
basically you put kebab on a pizza. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Sounds really
Yeah.
good.
For some reason,
So
it's become
good.
like super popular.
Oh,
Yay!
For a good reason, because it's so good.
wicked. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we go to questions?
Indigo?
Sorry, I'm playing my ukulele.
Ex- okay.
Trying to play this ukulele.
I can't play it.
Trying.
Maya left it on my couch, and I just found it now, and I'm like, ooh. Because it's like it's not at all tuned like a guitar, and I'm a like guitar scrub, so I can only play the guitar, like the bass, I guess. Yeah. Do you want to do
I
some?
always tune your ukulele when I.
Yeah,
get
and it's
over.
always like this ukulele has got to be really cheap. Like it looks really cute, as you can see
Yeah.
on the camera. It has this weird smiley face on it, but it loses its tuning like
kinda
every day.
ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you guys want to do some questions?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I want to go to some listener questions. All right. So these are questions from the Discord server. Sometimes we take them from Twitter, sometimes from the email podcastdemonetized at gmail.com, I think it is. Keep forgetting.
Yeah.
But the questions today are going to be from Discord. So the first one is going to be from Kovina. I think that might be how you pronounce it. Who says, what kind of dinosaur was always your favorite? What about you, Maya? Do you have a favorite dinosaur?
I like the flying things with horns on the head.
So the
Their
pterodactyl?
heads.
Pterodactyl, yeah.
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 I like the
Yeah,
pterodactyl.
they're
They're
cool.
cool.
I
Yeah.
like. Do you know the there is you know the one that's got like a massive. It's like it's on 4 legs and it's got like a hard back and its tail's got like a boulder at the end, kind of thing.
Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
know what it's called. No, I don't, but I know what it looks like.
Yeah, because I used to have a dinosaur book with like this with this painting in it of
Oh,
like a
cool.
raptor
Oh.
like getting hit by his like thing, and I used to think it was the coolest thing ever. So probably that.
Cool. Oh, dude.
Nice.
I gotta
What about
Google
you?
that one later, see what it's called.
What about you?
Yeah.
Dude, my favorite dinosaur, easily the Stegosaurus. It's so cool.
Stegosaurus.
Like with its plates all over.
That was my
So cool.
second. Yeah, that was my second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was like when I was younger, that was like my dream
It's
pet
alright.
to have a Stegosaurus the size of a horse-ish.
Or
Like walking
the
with me like a
Lycorodon.
Digimon. Like Stegosaurus, go! Let's go get some
Yeah.
candy. He's like, wah! And I could like ride him. That'd be so cool. I don't know how I would sit on him with all the plates though. I never thought that part through, but
No.
That's a good question.
maybe I'll just like, yeah.
I'm sure you'd figure it out.
Yeah, probably. Let's see here. Uncle Fungus says, do you guys prefer... This is interesting. Do you guys prefer composing or performing? I guess your music. That's an interesting one.
Maya, do you want to go first?
Sure. I think it's a hard question.
Yeah.
I love composing, but performing is like
Like being on stage is so...
it's the shit.
Yeah, it's so magical.
And maybe like improvising on stage can be so much fun also.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe I'll go with performing.
Wicked.
I'd probably rather compose my own music than straight up perform a cover of somebody else's. If it wasn't like
of course.
like heavily like rearranged or like original kind of arrangement or something.
Yeah.
But like I haven't been on stage since I think since we did our European tour, which is almost a year ago. It was like November of last year, October or November of last year. I think that was the last time I was
When
on
did I
stage.
play? I think I played last in Japan when we were in Japan.
Yeah, I saw you.
I sang with my Japanese band.
You didn't do any shows when we were there in April, right? Or did you? I think you did.
I can't remember. I think it was the time we went there before I did all the... When I played in Harajuku 2 times and Red Shoes and all the places.
Well, you played for sure in like January in Tokyo.
Yeah.
No way, we played together in Tokyo. That was in April, right? When I sang Highway Star.
Oh, right! You
with
sang a
some
cover.
Japanese guitarists. Oh my god. And I did it really badly because they were smoking. Like all the bars and all the clubs are like, and restaurants for the matter, they all like you're allowed to smoke basically at every restaurant and bar in Japan indoors.
Okay.
which is
Yeah.
like super not allowed in Sweden. And
Oh,
I'm not
okay,
used
yeah.
to smoke at all, so I always have like the first week I'm in Japan, I have like kind of smoke culture shock in my voice before I get kind of used to it. And I was gonna sing at this concert that also Maya played at a small club, and like I had to sit there for like 2 hours and
did a
just
lot
breathe
of
in the
songs.
smoke. And then when I was gonna sing Highway Star, which is very high pitched, I did it really badly in front of like a lot of Japanese music people who I didn't know and who didn't know who I was, except I was a bad Highway Star singer. So, great first impression. That's the last time I performed. What about you, Dave?
It was all fun though.
I'd probably say composing. That's just because I haven't done any performing in like years and years and years. But I think I get really nervous if I perform like beforehand. I enjoy it whilst I'm doing it, but beforehand I get really nervous. So, but yeah,
like
composing.
I get
Good.
such stage nerves like 2 minutes before, or like, oh god, I need to pee and I wanna whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I used to get that in the beginning, but I've been performing so much, so many live shows. Like with my old band, we had a show almost every week, sometimes twice a week. Like almost for a whole year, we had that tight schedule. We
Damn.
played so much. And then when I lived in Japan, I also played like. I remember one weekend that I played 3 shows in 3 days.
Wow.
that's great.
And then like something next time. So I've been I've trained a lot on being on stage. So I feel pretty confident in like handling whatever situation that comes up, because I've fucked up in so many ways on stage, but I've learned how to how to deal with it and somehow to control a crowd, because you have some like fundamental, like one thing I usually think about is that as long as you are not like if you mess up a song or something, but as long as you know it that you're doing something wrong, but as long as people in the audience doesn't know that it's wrong, like as long as you just pretend
Keep
to
your
be
poker
confident
face, kinda.
and that it's supposed to happen, people won't notice, and it's just fine. And because people don't want you to mess up in front of them, because it would be awkward for them as well. So like most often, if you just play along those lines, you can get away with the most, like with a lot.
Wicked.
Actually, I think.
Good question.
Yeah, thanks so much. Great one. Let's see here. Halo asks, what inspired you guys to start the Demonetized podcast?
Oh,
Uh,
you want to
good
take that one, Indigo?
I'm actually gonna pass it over to Dave, because he initiated the whole thing way back when.
Yeah, when did I initiate it? I can't remember.
I don't remember. But
Because
I just got a...
It was.
When I met you in
Quite a while
London,
ago.
I was going to bring it up then, but I didn't.
Oh, really?
Oh, you were.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you wanted to do a podcast, but then I didn't mention it and then it came up. I think you mentioned it then after that, and I was like, dude, I was going to ask.
Yeah,
So,
I've been wanting to do a podcast, like a podcast in general, for like so long, and I've done
so
podcasts before
long.
that we've had to quit, and I listen to so many podcasts, and
Yeah, me too.
sometimes
I don't
I've like
know anyone who listens to as many podcasts as do.
neither do
You're
I.
always listening to podcasts.
Yeah, I think I'm
Like in the
following,
shower,
like-
when you're in the bathroom, in the I don't know, when you fall
Yeah.
asleep, when you wake
yeah,
up.
my new phone is waterproof, so I bring it into
All
the
the
shower
time.
and like play it. Like it's good.
Nice.
But like I've been wanting to do like a podcast for a long while, and I've been every now and then I've been like ranting on Twitter like, I want a podcast. And I think it was
Yeah.
after one of those things that Dave, you DM'd me and like, hey, should we do one? I'm like, actually, yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
So
that's been fun.
We all just like podcasts and wanted to do one, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a good way to chat. I like chatting with people. I like chatting with you people, especially. And
Me too.
yeah, it's all good fun. It's all good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
It's
else
all
we got?
good.
Let's see here. We got some more stuff. Sorry, I was gonna bring something up, but I'm gonna bring it up off cam instead, because it might be a bad idea to bring it up on
Oh.
cam already.
Ooh,
It's
intriguing.
forget I said anything, and now I'm making it awkward. I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
I ruined the show.
Jesus. Enigo,
Okay.
you alright?
Okay.
What?
Okay.
How are you doing?
I think my brain just short circuited from all the kebab.
You're hungover?
I think so. Yeah.
Still
All right.
drunk.
Right. Let's see what else we got. Man, there are so many questions that are like the same questions that we've already answered in previous episodes. Okay. Sleepy Boy Link says, "What is your favorite muffin flavor?" Everybody.
Muffin flavor.
Muffin or cupcake, if you want to be like that.
Mine's red velvet.
Ooh,
Red velvet?
Mm.
That's good.
I like blueberry.
We don't have a very big, like, muffin culture in Sweden.
What about
Really?
like cupcakes?
I wouldn't say that.
I've been
Wow.
craving the red
I
velvet.
don't know, maybe
cupcake
I like
for,
blueberry, maybe?
weeks.
Oh,
There's
that's
like
the
pieces
one.
of blueberry.
Mm.
It's nice.
Yeah, blueberry for sure. Or like berries in general. When the muffins have
Yeah.
berry taste, but also they have pieces of berry that are like really hard, solid, so you can like chew on them, like a crispy chocolate thing
Yeah,
almost.
that's so
That's
good.
like that's the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
Otherwise, I also like when, like carrot cake
Carrot cake.
frosting.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe that's a Swedish thing, I don't know.
You know,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
it's
so
a thing
good.
here as well. Everyone likes carrot cake.
Yeah.
Carrot
nice.
cake is good.
Should we take one more
Cool.
question?
Yeah, we can do one more. Let's see here.
Something juicy.
Well, Trey Sauce asks, what has been a bad nightmare you've had recently? But
Well, we were talking about this today.
yeah, I guess we don't have to bring it down that much. We could talk about. We could also make like. Have you dreamt anything cool recently that you wanna bring up? I could like briefly mention this night. I dreamt that I was like working at some kind of Jurassic Park themed McDonald's, or it was a fast food restaurant set in the world of Jurassic Park in Jurassic World, and this huge T-Rex came through the roof with his head and like started chasing me, and it was so realistic and it was so scary. Like I was being chased by this T-Rex outside this fast food chain, and I woke up because I got like adrenaline in the dream from like, shit, I gotta run to save my life from this T-Rex, and I started running, and I remember the adrenaline kicking in, and then I woke up in the middle of the night and my heart was beating so fast. I'm basically thinking that maybe my body got the adrenaline for real, like out of the, I don't know. So
Yeah, I
that
think
was
that
weird.
can happen.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I had this super high pulse and was like scared, like as if you're like running from like, I don't know, a crazy knife man or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Maya? Got any dreams?
What about you?
I have a lot of nightmares
Yeah.
and sleep paralysis and stuff. We talked about it today, me and Endigo.
Yeah, I've never had
but,
that sleep paralysis.
Yeah,
I've had sleep paralysis,
freaky.
but I've never had anything else.
Yeah,
We need to talk about that
Yeah,
in
it's,
the next
uh,
episode.
Yeah.
yeah,
Good idea, yeah.
for sure. But I had this one dream that was really scary. That it was like the plot of the dream was like I was almost like I was in a movie. But the earth had been like overpopulated, so each family that lived on, I don't know, in our city, had to like sacrifice one family member.
What?
They had to be killed because there were too many people.
This is a good
somehow.
movie plot.
That is a really good
Yeah,
movie
maybe.
plot. Yeah,
So it was like, so I was standing in this weird dungeon together with my mother and my little sister, and this weird like priest guy was there checking us off a list, and then my mother turns to me and she says like, yeah, you know, your little sister, she's so small, we can't sacrifice her, and you know, she needs me to take care of her, so Maya, you're the one who needs to die. and
Rest
and
in
in
peace.
the dream, like it totally makes sense to me. I was like, yeah, of course it has to be me. I am the one who's going to die. And then there was like, in this weird dungeon, we had water almost up to our hips, so we were like walking around in water, and the water was like calling for I don't know, dead spirits or something. It was like
Damn.
little like a layer of smoke on top of the water, and it was really like ugh. And I remember standing there with the two of them, and they were like, "Yeah, Maya, you have to die now." And they signed, and my mother signed the paper that like we're sacrificing Maya from our family. And then like the next part of the dream was that they were drowning me in the water, my own mother.
That's crazy.
And that was really
that is a horrible nightmare.
Really scary.
Cheers, Maya. You had a good run.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
It's like paying taxes with family members. That's basically what's going on there.
Yeah, but so like uncanny. Because I was like, it totally made sense to me in the dream that like, of course I was the one who like had to die, so I didn't fight back or anything. I was just like,
God
damn.
It makes sense. Of course I have to die. I'm sorry, guys. And my mother was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, Maya. You know we love you, but yeah, you have to die."
What are you gonna do, man? You know, you gotta do what you're gonna do.
I guess so.
Wait, pause
How about you,
everything.
Dave?
Pause everything. Grande just now uploaded a new Bongo Cat meme. I'm gonna check it out.
We are number one.
Oh, I'm not getting it. He tweeted, he said Bongo Cat crossover meme, and it's the Bongo Cat on top of a car with some car salesman and Fruity Loops and some cat, and I don't get it. I don't get it.
Okay, I'll have to look at it after.
Oh, and Dolan
So
Dark
Dave,
just
have you
did
have
one
any weird dreams lately?
No, not recently. I don't really remember my dreams because my memory is terrible. So I've got a couple of old dream stories, but maybe we'll talk about that next week when we talk about paralysis and stuff. But
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Wicked. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we close off?
I think that's a good show.
Have we had any clickbaity title?
Well, we've got article 13.
Should we throw something in just to, you know?
We've got the Article 13 stuff.
Yeah, I think we'll do a kind of a EU ban
What?
Man beam.
I'm a man beam.
Man beam.
The legendary man beam.
Gonna delete all the females. The man beam.
I'm just like picturing like a big metal like beam with like. Anyway.
Yeah.
The man.
So
I'm thinking of like Death Star, like. Oh
God.
Like everyone who's not a man like gets blown up or something.
I'm thinking like Austin Power, didn't he do like I don't know with all the male symbol and
Oh yeah, like having like a laser gun shaped like the male symbol.
Yeah.
Like turns all the women to men if they get shot. Like oh yeah.
Instantly grows a beard and.
Oh no! Don't shoot me! Oh no! Oh, that's the man beam, everybody.
Yes.
Maya's magical
Dave,
man beam.
Hope you have a. Oh my God, Maya's magical. Why would I? Or did you say Maya's magical man beam?
Yeah.
I think we better close this off before it starts going further down this rabbit hole.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
So Dave, have a lovely time in Brighton. Looking forward to hear all about it next week.
Yeah, I'll let you know how it goes.
Enjoy it and do some do
Say
a
hi
meme
to
on the
Rumi
beach.
from us.
Yeah, it's gonna be chill. It'll be fun.
And you, Indigo, what should we tell him to Swedish words to Rumi?
I don't know. Ask him if he knows any good kebab pizza in Brighton.
Okay.
Oh yeah, actually, ask him about kebab pizza.
I'll ask him about
he will
kebab
know what it is.
Yeah, he'll know.
Wicked.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that's a show. That's a good show. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Day by Dave, creative genius, according to Jack's Films. Where can people find more of your creativity?
On YouTube, Day by Dave, you should find me, and then on Twitter and Instagram, it is @DaveDelirious. Maya, what about you? Where can you be found?
You can find me on Patreon, on YouTube and Instagram, and Twitter under the name Maya Fennick.
Cool.
What about you, Papa?
Indigo, how about you?
Papa?
I'm Indigo on YouTube and Indigo Skyborn everywhere else. And yeah, thank you all for tuning in. And
I have one last question for our listeners, actually.
Yes.
So we have the creative genius, Day by Dave, We have Maya the Illustrious. But Endigo, who are you?
Who am I? I need
Who
a
are
title.
you? We need a title for Endigo. If you got any good suggestions, write them down below.
Yeah. Do it.
Good idea.
And
Good
if
point.
you're
For next week, I hope we have a few
Yeah.
a few ones we can look at.
Yeah, hopefully. And remember, if you're a podcast listener on iTunes, please rate us, give us 5 stars, because that helps the algorithms push us up even more in this automated age we live in. Yeah, that's it, I guess. Bye-bye, I guess.
Bye.